Hey, Oob. Do you
Yeah.
remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders.
That was like 5 months ago.
While chasing the clouds away, our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing. As we danced in the night, remember? How the stars stole the night away.
That didn't happen.
Hey, 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 okay, let's play Disco Elysium.
We gotta catch the origami killer.
We're still on that.
Yeah, we gotta find it. We've tried in 2 different games. Maybe this game will finally find him.
All right, so.
All right, are we done talking to fucking Kuno?
Yes, we are for now. So, got a few things that we can do. Of course.
I think my brain turned.
You disappeared for a second.
I think my brain turned to soup within the last 20 minutes of that stream last night.
That makes sense. So, if you recall, we picked up the pry bar from Kim's car. We can use that to get the dumpster open. I'll just put that in my hand. We still have to try to get the body down. Still need money, but I assume you're going to want to do one of those 2 things while we're here.
Well, we didn't want to take the body down in front of Kimber.
Well, no, we just didn't want to take the boots off in front of him.
Oh, right. I'm mixing those up. Let's get in the dumpster first, and then we'll take the body down.
All right.
Kuno's
trash
got
container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says "whirling in rags."
42%. We can try it.
You stick
There we
the
go.
pry bar into the fissure beneath the lid and push down. It doesn't take much force. With a satisfying crack, the metal gives way. You can open the lid now. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Ooh, what's this?
Why wouldn't we?
Well, don't know. Inland Empire didn't say.
We went all of that trouble to get the pry bar. We're opening this bitch.
All right, so open the lid.
Yeah, open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
And we can level up,
Okay,
but I'm
but
going to
it's
wait
not-
on that. What was that?
It's not a dead body, though.
We're
No.
just in
It's
time.
not a dead body,
This
though.
hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Well, we can look under the boxes of carton. We can pick at the rags, search at the food waste, or just close the dumpster.
Let's just start from the top. We'll go in order. Look under the boxes
You
of
see
carton.
milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into
What a
pieces
pleasant
in your
way
hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There
Sorry,
are
not
plastic
trying to cut
pasta
you off with the
packages
game.
below,
Trying to cut
pasta
you off with the
packages
game.
below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
That's all right. That's all right. I just said, what a pleasant way to start the game.
Well, let's pick at the rags
Rotten
now.
eggs. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, dumpster diving, it's a life.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Wow, you said there was no
Wow.
corpse in there.
Wow.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Oh, so it's just his clothes.
There we
Drop
go.
them in here, officer.
And let's bag them.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy
What-
catches your
What?
eye.
Sorry, what's up?
Yeah, reach. Well, wasn't he hung with a belt?
Like a not like a clothing belt, like a cargo belt.
All right. Well, let's reach for this slimy thing.
All right.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Let's bag that too.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of ribbed
Looks
shirt
like it's
that's worn over light
getting
armor to
snowy.
conceal it in
Yep.
an urban scenario. Anything more?
Yeah, it is getting snowy.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Oh, thrown out towel in a mug. That's all I see.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Well, I wonder why he doesn't want to talk to Kuno. So by the whirling, that's referring to the whirling and rags, the hotel that we're staying at.
Well, let me think. Do we want to talk to Kuno again, or do we want? I mean, it would. The question is, do we actually think Kuno does know anything? Because I don't know if I'm convinced that Kuno, like half the stuff that he says, even is true.
Right.
So I probably should just go back to the hotel, I guess, and ask them. I would like to also take the body down.
Right. So option number 2 or
Well,
option number 3?
Could be as simple as someone. What's the difference between the two? Maybe I'm just not understanding.
Well, option 2 is specifically asking him if he thinks that somebody
Yeah, I
from the
see.
hotel
Yeah,
is involved in the murder.
Yeah, let's ask him that actually.
All right.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay. All right.
the lieutenant
You know what?
nods,
That.
then looks back into the trash container.
So search the food waste to grab the mug or close the lid.
Well, we should search everything. I mean, there might be more evidence in there.
All right.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
Investigate or not investigate, basically.
Oh, if there's something there, we should investigate it.
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Well, let's take it.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Well, that could be useful.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Well, what do you think it is?
Nah, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form.
Okay, maybe it's our paperwork.
Okay, well, I don't know how it got there.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Well, we got some options.
Well, clearly it was someone from the whirling, not me.
All right. You think your character's boring? Okay.
Boring.
Well, I'm lying.
Right.
I don't know.
You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
I don't know. It sounds like an order. I don't take orders.
We're a punch cop. We don't take orders.
I see, yes. You are what we call a badass, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tell me, does your badass see more in there, or are we done here? Ah, yes, and it would also be appropriate to start taking notes on the case. It's what cops do.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
So we can do that whenever you want. Do you want the mug?
I don't know. Last time we went looking for evidence, I got in trouble. But fuck it. Let's see. Let's look at the mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Oh my god. An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
I kind of don't like how you have no option but to take the mug here, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll take the mug.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
It's like, if you look at it, you have to take it for some reason.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Alright, so, it pointed out we've got our, ledger in our inventory. We can take a look at that now or wait on that if you would like.
Well, we gotta get the body down, especially now that it's snowing.
Yeah, alright.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of
I know.
underpants and white boots. His
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
There's no question. There's only cutting. How hard can it be?
Well, got some options to take care of it. Ask if someone else can do it. Say we could use the chain cutters.
Let's shoot it. Shoot, 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 shoot.
All right.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Well, shoot the branch or
Is
shoot
it-
the belt.
Oh, shoot the belt. Duh. You gotta shoot the fucking branch. Be stupid.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
You can request to shoot it.
Wait, just let me try.
Yeah, I
Just
figured
let me
you were
try.
gonna do that.
The lieutenant's
Just let me try.
brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Well, he's not even paying attention.
I don't know if I want to ask him to take the shot. Let's just say nothing.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Pew pew.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking
I
aim.
can't believe he's actually
The
going to do
corner
it.
of his eye twitches. His finger is
You
on
know
the
what
trigger.
I'm gonna pick!
Option 2.
Yeah!
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
"Oh my God, that was so many types of wrong. Who taught Four Eyes to shoot? Whip up a grueling training regimen for him right now. Beat the man into him. Go, go, go."
Yeah, physical instrument. Be a man.
I'm not gonna beat him up. I was just gonna shoot it myself.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Well, I don't want to be Kim's our bro. I don't want to
Yeah.
give him shit. Let's encourage him to try again.
Okay.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
What the hell is wrong with you, Sally? You need to square your shoulder. Well, all right. Let's ask him what he wants us to do now. What now?
All right.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Take his gun and show him how to use it.
Well, that was a challenging check, but thankfully we have a high physique, so we do have the option to try to shoot him down.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have other options, but again, with how you've played this character...
What is the point of being a physical character then? I don't know how our hand-eye coordination is, but
not great, but we can try it.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim.
I need a gun. You.
Yeah, worth noting, we don't have a gun on us. We're a police officer.
They only have one gun.
Oops.
Maybe it's in the dumpster.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
I think someone stole it from me. Actually, maybe we should just say nothing.
All right.
That's probably the
lieutenant
better
follows
option.
suit. He finishes loading the gun in silence, then hands
See,
it to you.
Well,
Kim knows.
he didn't chew us out for it, so maybe that was the right option.
I know Kim well enough that if I had given him told him it was stolen, he'd be like, "Well, you need to report that it is stolen."
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Feel the
We should
weight, or
probably
just
get- We should. You know, you don't want to just start going pew pew. You feel the weight.
all right.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
What are you
Perfect.
waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Let's point the gun at the belt.
The buckle
Yeah.
comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun.
Firmly grasp it.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
What's my percentage here?
17.
Let's close our left eye and see if that helps.
All right.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Didn't increase our chances for that, unfortunately. Sometimes stuff like that will increase your chances at a check.
It's not the best, but we're already pointing the gun, and we don't want to look like a bitch, right? Kim's fired it. I mean, what? I guess we'll both get in trouble if anything.
That could
we
refer to two
retry-
of these options.
Can we retry this if we succeed?
No, that is a red check.
Oh. You're gonna make me make this decision, aren't you?
Yeah. You are the cop.
Let's do it. I believe in myself. I'm a cop. No one will get me in trouble.
Hey, we passed that 17% chance to figure out what was wrong with Kuno. Who knows?
We did. Let's go for it.
Ow. Screen turned red. That meant we failed.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin.
Oh.
No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
Lieutenant, there's something wrong with your weapon. It keeps missing.
There's something wrong with your gun, you fuck.
Or we could just start crying because we're sensitive. I don't think our physical skills are gonna like that much.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna talk shit.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
Well, he took his gun back, so...
It's not the gun's fault you can't
Alright.
shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
Yeah, Kuno, you give it a try.
Option 2.
Yeah, let's let Kuno try.
The lieutenant does
Why
not
not?
dignify that
Who cares
with
at
an
this
answer.
point?
He snaps the button on his holster and says,
We still need to get him down somehow.
But how? Shooting it didn't work.
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
Now, time out. We just shot the fucking body.
Yes.
At this point, the body is useless as evidence.
Right, but we still don't want a dead body hanging out here.
Alright, fine.
Like, it's already been there for a week. It's kind of stinky.
How do I get inside the harbor? I guess that's a good question.
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting.
Oh, we should fight. Oh,
We can
this is a
try
good
to find
idea.
some secret third path. It's unlikely
Let's
though.
go. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's
as a
go,
reminder-
Let's go. Let's go.
As a reminder, the gardener and Tommy Lahami, and I believe the racist lorry driver all mentioned that there's a strike going on at the harbor.
I want to fight people.
to the gates. Let's fight, I say.
Hell yeah, physical instrument. Let's get to it.
Do it.
So, by the way, I honestly wasn't sure if you were going to go with it. If you choose to point the gun at Kuno S,
No, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
you can actually shoot her, and that does result in a non-standard game over. Converse with her. Do we take a step closer or leave?
Let's take a step closer. Maybe we can punch her. That wouldn't game over, would it? You're not.
It's
telling
not
me, so
shooting her.
Let's.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno.
It's not
The
shooting.
pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
Well, let's just ask some questions.
I'm going away for a long
Yes.
time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I like the first option, but I don't think that's us.
No. Child, converse with me.
I do like that
You there
option.
behind?
You going with option 5, you said?
Let's go with 4 because it's the meathead answer. It's the meathead question.
Okay.
Child,
was the
unversed.
case was the case they gave me.
She's trying to hide from us behind the fence. It's really not working.
Shoot the fence!
Well, Kim has the gun. And that just kind of kicks us out of the dialogue. We won't get anywhere talking with Kuno S.
Yeah.
Not from this side of the fence, at least. So, let's level up, actually, because I can do that. I've got a skill point. So,
Hand-eye coordination.
So just to
Clearly, it's not good.
just to fill you in on kind of how the skill system works in this game, so you might have noticed whenever you're given a skill check, you roll 2 6-sided dice, and you add your you take the total of those dice, add your skill modifier to that roll. So say for example we make an electrochemistry check, we would add 6 from our physique score and 1 because we have 1 rank in electrochemistry, so that would be add 7 to the total of those 2 dice, and then compare that to whatever the difficulty class of the ability check is. So, the rank in our ability, like motorics, physique, psyche, all that, that's also the cap for the skill that we are trying to upgrade. So, for example, since we only have a 2 in motorics, we'll only ever be able to put 2 points into hand-eye coordination.
Okay.
So just wanted to...
So how much do we...
What was that?
How much do we have to play with here? Just
One
just
point.
1 point here?
Yep. We'll get another point in another 10 experience points, though, so don't worry too much about...
Well... I guess maybe we should probably put it more into physique. I feel like if we're gonna go fight dudes, we should put more into our
physical instrument, I'm guessing?
Physical. Yeah, I would think.
Because also just worth noting that he was chiming in earlier, and you were agreeing with him. If you, or at least like, in character agreeing with him, if you put more points into a skill, you'll hear them more often.
Oh yeah, let's give him more.
All right, so journal, we've got a lot of tasks now. Task list starts to fill out pretty fast. Get the body down, read our ledger, find out who put the clothes in the trash, get the boots, which you don't want to do with Kim around. Split a kilo with Kuno. Sing karaoke, which we won't be able to take care of that for a little while. Call in on the person who reported the crime. Ask around about the tattoos. Call our station to ask for money. Call our station to report our badge missing, which you said you don't want to do with Kim around. And find the rest of the armor, and talk to Kim. So we can do any of these, or none of them.
Let's ask him about the case.
Alright. Oops, how do I talk to Kim, please? Let me, Oh wait, that's right. Right analog stick. I've been playing another RPG that has a different control scheme. So, first option.
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Because I don't think we've
Well,
even
I don't
mentioned
either.
our amnesia to him at all yet.
It's probably a good idea to mention that, but I don't know if that would get us to trouble.
I don't know how that would get us in trouble, but...
You know what, Kim, we have shot at a body together, so I think at this point he has to trust me and I have to trust him. So
Okay.
Let's do option 1.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief, yes, that sounds
Brief,
good.
yeah.
3
Sounds
days
great.
ago, The RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Hey, we saw that body.
Mm-hmm.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Interesting. Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Who is the RCM?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Okay, I understand everything now.
Okay. 2 does seem like the meathead answer, but...
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Alright.
If we're I am curious, if we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Wow.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
Well, all of these kind of mean
I
the same thing, really.
don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
Oh. Tell me about it, I'm guessing.
Sure.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
Well, do you want to know more, or are you satisfied?
Or
Alright.
The cop kind. Our precincts can decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here, and now it's come to its natural conclusion.
It is worth noting, it will give you prompts like that sometimes, whether you want to continue a dialogue or not. If you're not interested, feel free to just say no. You're nothing in this game is too important to be skipped, really.
okay.
Just keep that in mind, because they're, like I said before, there's probably going to be some stuff that comes up that you're not going to be too interested in, which can very easily just be glossed over.
I just figure if there was something I needed to do or something I should absolutely not do, you would tell me.
Right.
Well,
But you haven't, so...
It's less a matter of who gets to Police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
That sounds like somewhere that I know.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
I wonder what that says about me.
Well, who do you think you are? A case-solving machine? An apocalyptic omen? You think you have supernatural abilities? An unbelievable kill count? Or unspecified?
There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest case-solving machine sent to outperform. No, actually, that would imply competitiveness between. Let's go with I have a great kill count.
All right.
I bet you do.
You're right. My leash.
It's about to get dangerous. Right now, I'm dangerous.
I am. I'm just like Fred Durst.
We go in the Fred Durst option.
I'm gonna direct a movie. I'm gonna direct a movie where John Travolta is autistic. Let's go with option number 2.
Let's break stuff.
If you could only find your gun. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
All right, good enough.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Well, we did unlock that option, which we would have to roll double sixes to succeed that check. Yeah, double sixes always succeeds a check. Double ones don't have to worry about that too much. Just like to point things like that out.
I'm curious why that is a something we have to roll for, but
Well, it's to figure out things about yourself and the police department.
yeah. Well, let's see. Should we already achieved the whole the thing about we already achieved the task, which was asking about the case. But do we want to? I mean, I don't think he quite knows that we I don't know if he quite understands when I say I can't remember anything, that I can't remember anything.
All right, so option 3.
I do think we should tell him that.
All right.
Yeah.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Okay, forget about it.
Yeah, I figured he wouldn't want to mention the drinking.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
All right, let's just leave.
All right.
All right, we gotta go get those guns.
Oops, we can also level up again.
Hold on. Is there anything else we want to level up in physique?
Endurance will give us more hit points, which is not super important in this game. There is pain threshold, which could be interesting, because pain threshold also allows you to sense pain in others. Half light is, like I said, your fight or flight. I'm assuming you might want some authority for this kind of build. That's so you can be a leader, an expert of psychological warfare, a respect junkie.
For right now, let's put one in pain threshold.
All right.
We kind of have a couple things leveled up just a little bit, and then maybe we'll level those up some more, and then we can look into some other stuff. But
all right.
Seems like we level up pretty frequently, so we can keep adding to different stuff later.
So, anything in mind for next order of business?
Well, let's look at our tasks.
Just tell me when you want me to scroll down.
The rest of the armor. Yeah, scroll down a little bit. I wonder if there's anything
that's the
we can
last
do
one.
before we go get the dudes. The last one. Can we take a look at the ledger?
Absolutely.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabin plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Wow.
It's a metaphor for you.
We can inspect the toilet paper.
I think I'd rather browse the papers. That seems more important.
The white ones, the yellow ones, or the clipboard itself. Or you can smell the ledger.
Just the white ones, I don't give a fuck.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
And what else?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you.
There was a naming convention. Count the the second option feels like it will give me a new task.
It's not
Let's
a bad
ask
thing.
the first one.
All right. Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but I healed health. I had one missing anyway, so.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh, and they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
One of them is Jay-Z has died, murder, kill a superstar in a club, CNN-News.
Others appear
Does
more
Bruno
lighthearted.
Mars
The guys
is
on a
gay?
couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wish there was one in there about a drug then. You love those. Gets the blood pumping.
See, that's why we like
Yeah.
electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is simple.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
We could tell Kim about the names, we could open an official case, or just back out.
Is there a reason to tell Kim about that?
Open up banter?
Let's count the pages first. See
All right.
anything.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Committed to paper or
Hell
go back?
yeah!
All right.
The tasks you've
All we
completed
need.
flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Let's cross out the ones we've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. And a fuck you to you too. That last one. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Well, let's see if Kim came up with a name.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Shit on a stick.
Officer, I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use this as reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger, they're not going
Ooh,
to get it.
cockfinger's a good one
They're
too.
going to
It
think
is.
an idiot and a cockfinger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny?
A hanged man. Fucker.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged
I was
Man.
being
Good,
sarcastic.
strong name.
Whatever.
We have a very good name for the
Well,
case.
that's why our character isn't sarcastic.
I'm going to start calling it the It's Good We Sorted This Out.
Alright, so tell them about the naming convention or just end it.
Just end it. I
You don't
think
exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Oh, what now?
I don't. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I guess I'll browse the yellow papers now.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
I suppose we should look at the misconduct fines first.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
So, we feature the field autopsy one at some point, but you're saying station call?
Looking at all of them. We'll go in order. Station
Alright.
call next.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A dozen pages of
Field
thin copy
autopsy?
paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Alright, and that's all for those.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for base, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Well, maybe Inland Empire was just freaking out about nothing. This all seems pretty normal.
Smell it.
Alright.
The acidic stench of rotting cellulose, it now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Nice. All right, let's put it away now. We got the achievement.
Alright. And we can look at it more in the future if we need to. So,
All right, now let's head over to the harbor and get those guys so we can take the body down.
all right. Ask the racist lorry driver.
We punch him now?
Not yet.
I guess we can't.
Lorry's probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. Stock this, gentlemen.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
And the law!
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Yeah!
All right.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. A cause gives the workers strength, gives them power.
We have a right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Oh, he's an anti-union guy.
Yep, he's a strikebreaker trying to cross the picket line, but doesn't look like that's much of an option because
They're not, yeah.
it was mentioned we'll have trouble getting in too.
Who do you think we're gonna have less trouble rather, getting to help us take the body down?
I don't know. We haven't talked to the union yet.
What is it? Any options?
Ask him
I
about
really
his
don't
cause.
care. I just want to get somebody.
I mean, we could question him, but
I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask
Will you take the
them
body down?
the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
so it doesn't look like we can ask to help with the body. In fact, none of these questions are
Well,
about the body.
All right. Well, we need to get into the harbor. So why don't we say we need to get into the harbor?
All right.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss?
Well, we can either tell him what's going on or just say it's an official matter.
Shit, this is an official matter. I'm a policeman. I have a badge somewhere, and a gun somewhere. So I'm gonna get in there.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
I don't know.
This isn't my problem. I just need to get the fucking body down.
So 1 or 2 doesn't really matter, I'm guessing.
2.
All right.
2.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
I'm guessing you're probably done.
A fucking waste of time. Let's find someone else to talk to.
All right.
Scott?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
No, he called me a scab.
Yep.
I'm not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Kuno actually did mention this guy to us. He said that this guy knows about the armor, so we could ask about that. Do you have some other options?
Let's ask him for assistance with the body. Because we could ask him about that later.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer
Okay,
of dead
now.
bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Well, he said someone else from the Union might be able to help.
What's the matter with this?
Well, maybe
Is
now
he
we ask.
obstructing justice?
Sorry, what were you saying?
Hmm.
Unless you just want
Well,
physical
this is an
instrument to drown you
interesting
out
predicament.
there.
I was going to say, well, I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, he's physical instrument after all. But I was gonna say, well, now that he's being resistant, then we could be like, hey, Kuno mentioned the fucking boots, but now this is a totally different direction. Either we can beat him up and make him go help us, or, I mean, it would probably be smart to have him let us through so that we could get in and then find somebody else to help us.
But are we that smart?
I think we would just beat him up. Let's intimidate him.
No need to get aggressive. I'm really not the one to ask.
Why not? I need to get into the harbor, bitch.
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Well, that sounds easy.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him.
That guy.
Oh, we could go kick his ass.
Then
Let's go
press the
kick
button
his
to
ass.
unlock the door, then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Well, I'm assuming too, because we're feeling confident about this.
Uh-huh.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
So now ask him about the armor you said?
Let's ask.
The little boy had a good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
Yeah, that sounds like something Kuno would say.
What happened?
I was asked to look into
Kuno.
that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
I freaking love Kuno.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno's full of shit, basically.
So option number one.
I
It's
guess.
a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
So what did he learn from the probe into the armor?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
And what kind of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
So apparently Kuno says that he kicked the helmet into the sea.
As I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
I'm ambitious.
All right.
All of it? There are junior officers out there eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, but okay. Let's find all of it.
See, Kim's with us.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
Well, thank you for the cooperation.
No problem.
Thank
If you see that kid,
your
thank him
mustache
from
is
Paulo
great.
Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Well, we could ask him for some money.
Hell yeah.
Sure
I
thing,
can
my friend.
buy some
I can
drugs.
help you out.
Catch the coin or let it fall.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's catch it.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Didn't mean to throw it
it's
like
fine.
that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Yeah, sometimes the voice lines get a little mixed up like that. Don't worry about that.
Let's just pocket the coin.
About the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
All right, so talk about the murder, ask about the strike, or get going.
Nah, we gotta go beat that racist up.
All right. In case of a strike, press the button behind the guard. That door is hermetically sealed. Can't lock, pick, or kick that one down. Let's talk to Measurehead.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Your body does not betray your degeneracy. That's a lie. You're in great shape.
I don't need to size him up. I'm a badass.
Well, how do we proceed?
Three.
All right.
You have succumbed to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Well, he seems to smell the booze on our breath.
I'm just telling him to take that body down.
So 3 or 5?
5.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
I'm guessing option 1.
Hell yeah.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
So yeah,
some fun
Measurehead is
options here.
Measurehead is a little incomprehensible. He has some
Let's
wacky
push him
theories.
out of the way.
All right.
Cool.
Well,
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the
Cam, give me your
Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
Yeah, I love
Half-Light's
punching.
talking our language.
No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember?
No, I'm not.
Communicate.
I'm assuming you want to try this physical instrument check.
You're 58%. 58%. Hell yeah.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must
Ken,
be
shoot him.
out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Two.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No, I ain't doing that. Fuck him.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Well, the good news is we can try to knock him out again later. Either increase our physical instrument score or convince Suggestion to not be against beating him up.
Nah, I'm not gonna subscribe to his theories.
Well,
let's do one, cause.
All right.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
You keep telling yourself that.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Option 1 and option 2 next to each other. Do we want to? Let me think. Are we a communist or not? Would it be funnier if he was or wasn't? He's probably not political.
So, any of these? Individualism?
Individualism.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I did. True.
We are a rock and roll star and a rebel.
Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore. There is no life left in it. My people abandoned it long ago. It leads only to neurogenerative herpes and heroin
Hell
overdoses.
yeah.
Neurogenerative herpes. That should be a band name
Hell-
right there.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Alright, let's take a look at my options here. Do 3.
All right. I mean, he's a big boy. He might be
not
able to
giving
get the
up
body
yet.
down.
What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting that dead body down.
Well,
Okay. I think maybe a waste of time. Let's just leave.
all right.
We still
We're
need to
taking
get
a lot
into the
of
harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said we were taking lots of L's.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, looks like Kim wants to talk to us. You want to?
Sure.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Well, clearly he was thinking about the
You didn't have
gun.
to shoot him.
He said May.
You didn't have to shoot him.
He said May.
I was gonna kick his ass.
I mean, you were asking for him to get his gun.
Well,
I'm not even sure the
dude,
one bullet in the
that's-
chamber holes would even prick that Hulk.
I do like option
I
number
mean,
5.
yeah, 5 is true, but do we want to say that?
We could point out that we're a hero.
I think we are a hero. That's right. 3.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is.
That didn't unlock anything.
5.
The lieutenant groans, but doesn't say anything. That's right. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
Yeah. Wait, man, Volition's on board, so let me see if that might give us another chance.
Your race descent has only worsened
It does.
since the last strike. You have
Hell
already
yeah!
let
We're
yourself
immediately
go.
gonna go punch him.
And we have a higher
Do it,
shot
do
because
it.
we get a +1 from Volition.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping
Yeah.
for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalated. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
Oh wait, no, we could do a spin kick. Ooh.
Is that your choice?
Half-Life is recommending. Half-Life is recommending the right hook though, so maybe we should listen to that.
I'm just gonna tell you now that is the wrong choice. I'm going to pick the choice that will allow us to progress further.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Why doesn't that work?
Because you have to
Does he
spin
just
kick
The
him.
man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Disco Inferno.
Yeah, that's again the only correct option.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man
I'm
collapses
guessing that the right hook would have worked, but you're just insisting that we do the spin kick.
No, the right hook actually would
Oh,
not have
good.
worked. He would have caught the punch. I made that mistake my first time through the game.
Well, now I know not to trust those fuckers.
Again,
Those voices in my head.
Sometimes they can be wrong.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one.
Yeah,
is the
let's
new
go
measurehead.
banger.
Let's go before he gets up.
Well, Kim's not on board with me being measurehead.
No, shut up, kid. Shut up. I wanted to get some punani.
Alright, so now we can get into the harbor. You want to do that?
Sure. That was the whole point.
Alright.
What a cool room.
Radio's emitting some strange buzzing sounds. The door is locked and cannot be opened from this side.
Huh. That's weird.
You need a pass card to get out. Typewriter. That is a book. I'll take it. Filing cabinet. Drawers are locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. Got a few things we can interact with. We got a telephone, the filing cabinet, and something on the bookshelf. And a couple things in the bathroom. Which I am going to... Got some sunglasses. I'll take a look at those in a moment. Magnesium. Alright. Got some nice office shades. They'll give us a +1 visual calculus, but -1 drama. Want to put on some shades?
Hell yeah. I don't care what the stats are. I just want the shades on.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside.
Yeah, open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Let's see if there's anything interesting.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
So we can try to force ourselves to go through the boring ass documents, or just go.
There might be evidence in there. Let's go through it.
Whatever's
If we can't do it, we can't
is
do
hidden
it.
well.
We did it.
Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Let's check it out.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office
Leo!
floor, more banners.
It's a note for me!
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Or Leo from Tekken.
Well, it said Leo, not Leo, so... Well, tell Kim about it.
Clearly.
What was that?
Yeah, of course we... Sure.
Alright.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
I don't think taking another look at the note will do anything. It'll just tell us what's on the note again. So
the drawer slides shut smooth.
So
well, that was successful.
Oops, did I look at this? Oh, that is postcard. And the phone.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Well, we can insert 10 cents of our $1.41 or just leave.
Well, why would we do that?
Don't know. Do you want to call anyone?
Do we need to call? I don't think we need to call anybody.
So you want to just leave?
I mean, yeah, the only person I can think of that we need to call in about our badge being missing, but I don't want to.
We can do that from we can also call to ask our station about money and call the person who reported the crime, because we did find out who that was from Gart, the cafeteria manager. But we can do those from Kim's car. We don't have the numbers on us. Well, we can fuck with this phone if you want to. I mean, whatever you want, I guess.
Nah, it's fine. We'll save the money. We may need to buy more cigarettes later. Was there anything in the bathroom?
Just a couple items that I picked up, like the glasses and a magnesium. Well, I found a jacket here.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
Well. There's a police jacket here. Tell the lieutenant or just grab it.
Let's tell the lieutenant.
Yes, it was probably you. It does bear the RCM insignia, after all. The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
Well, let's take it then.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Well, should we put that on instead of our, disco-ass blazer?
I don't know. It's a disco-ass blazer. Well, we've been wearing it for a while. Let's put on a new coat.
All right. This does give us does give us the same benefits as the disco blazer and gives us plus for shivers, so that's cool. Cigarette butts and bottles of booze up here.
This is a watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
And I am going to do this on my own because this has items that I need.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Oh, I forgot about this. I'm assuming you want to take the picture.
Of course I do.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
Why did we take it?
Number 2. I am a cop and I'm collecting evidence.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Actually, let's rest.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Take a deep breath.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate.
And look for something
The
to help
drawers
us
are
out.
empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
I'm taking the painkillers. You want to ask him first or just take them?
Just take them.
You take the painkillers. They are yours now.
Read the side effects or just get up?
Fuck about the side effects.
What was that?
I'm a cop. Side effects don't affect me.
All right.
You stand and exit the booth.
And I am going to heal myself really quick. So one thing I forgot to do, because you didn't really have me do much else in the convenience store, is they have a machine for collecting bottles there, and you can grab a bag at the convenience store and start collecting bottles like these. But we don't have that right now. All you cared about in the store was cigarettes.
I also cared about macking on the girl. Don't erase history.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
Yeah, let's press buttons. Do the first one.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Hope you're enjoying this animation. It's kind of taken a while.
Yeah. Well, they had that dust. They had to animate that.
I'm so proud.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
So talk to interfacing or just get back to business?
I would like to know what its purpose is.
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Press the other button.
Let's do the other one now.
The crane does
Hell
not
yeah, we're
return
a dock
to
man.
its original position. It does not move at all.
Well,
whatever. I'm
now
sure that
that's
wasn't
been,
that important.
Now that that's been put down, well, first off, faded lettering on the platform saying Falsund. Now we can look at this
Before
crate.
you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Do you think there's something special about it?
Yeah.
You do? Because I don't.
Well, why not?
There are a million
What do you mean?
containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Gotta be a reason.
I don't know. It just feels special.
It's a cargo
feels
container,
special.
detective, just like all the others.
Yeah,
We are not
whatever.
here
Let's
to interact
fucking
with
bust it
containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Open the door. Nah, fuck you. Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left,
I'm a
the
fucking
lieutenant
detective. I
considers
know
your
when
forces
something's
with
got
some puzzlement.
drugs in it.
Knock on it.
Well, we tried to open it. Yeah, sure, knock on it.
No reply.
How about trying to persuade it to open?
I don't think that'll work.
But we can try, and we can retry.
Sure.
I actually
Why
don't.
not?
I actually have no idea what happens if you persuade this door to open.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Yeah, why am I? Or because getting physical wasn't an option, actually.
It's an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Oh, we said that out loud.
Using over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Well,
Alright,
nothing
fine, I
else to
give
do
up.
with this for now. Oops. No, I'm trying to talk to my head. There we go. Shipyard is oddly quiet. There we go. Cargo belts for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. Kind of like the one on the Vic's body. Paper tower is silent.
We got more money.
Alright, we got 250. 251, actually, but... Musk of oil and rust from the chasm in front of us. Smells like blood. And, looks like a pair of gloves. Which... yeah, it looks like a pair of, work, yeah, a pair of work gloves, which, we're not wearing gloves right now, so we can put those on, I'm assuming. Some more money. An industrial-sized thermos that smells like burnt coffee.
There's a lot of neat stuff up here. That's mine now.
And there's a guy singing about containers.
Oh.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Oh.
Hi.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
So we have a lot of potential questions for Mr. Easy Leo.
Is this the Leo that they were talking about earlier?
Apparently. Well, that's one of our potential questions.
Let's ask him.
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
I'm not entirely sure. I think it's a type of soup.
It's very, very
Borscht, yeah,
good.
borscht.
Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean, taking soup to the little guys?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold on, who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Well, we can look into it or just not care.
Let's look into it.
Oh, sure, mister.
It might be related to
You do
our
that.
body.
Yes, sir.
The whirling. The body was found at the whirling, and you know, the dumpster was locked, and it seems like the cook might. I don't know. It could be related. We'll look into it. I'm looking for the dock workers union leader. Number 6. Because we need to get that fucking body taken down.
He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
Sorry, I really don't mean to keep cutting you off with the game.
Oh,
Mr.
no,
Edgar
it's fine.
and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. We just need to know where you can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Where is everybody?
Where's my family?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
Now we know Measurehead's real name.
Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and...
So apparently some guy named Titus got into some trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Whoa, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's
You up if you
probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling him to take some time off.
But what did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Did they kill someone?
Yeah, ask about the murder. Tie it all back together.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there
All right.
with your questions.
Well, I guess we'll leave this dipshit alone.
Man. Yeah, Leo isn't exactly the brightest guy in this game.
He looks like a puppet.
He's old. Well, Mr. Everett is in here, so we should probably talk to the leader of the union.
Because I need the union guys to move the body.
Giant coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. No option to grab it, unfortunately. And a stair made of pallets leading up. Taxidermy fish that tells time. I want one of those.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Let's get this straight. There's a body in a tree.
Straight to business. Hell yeah.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Well, apparently we are Mr. Dubois.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
I'd rather stand.
Be a badass, hell yeah. Assert your authority.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
I don't say it's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
Yeah, we're too rock and roll to sit.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan of Volition, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
So we could leave, but the only thing we'd be able to do is interact with the phone, so I'm gonna take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
No, we're gonna remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair is incredibly uncomfortable. Fortunately, your ass is made of iron, and the chair is made of wood. Iron beats wood. You manage not to shift around too much.
So I've not actually succeeded that pain threshold check before. I'm surprised. Usually I have to heal a lot of morale damage here.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
That being the cafeteria manager. Now we know his first name.
Yeah.
This
I
should
remember
take care
that
of that nonsense.
Oh, he's got a giant novelty check for us.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days
Ooh.
and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
He knows Gart. Ask him about Gart.
Yes, I know, Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Do we want to take the check or do we want to shove it up his ass? Well, I need that. Oh, man, I want that money, but I do need the guys to move that body. I didn't come all this way not to get the fucking job accomplished, but also
I will say
want
taking the
money.
check has no bearing on whether or not the body will move. Taking the
we'll
check
take
is
the
just a
check.
matter of whether or not you want to take a check from this man.
I'm taking the check. We're not thanking him though.
All right.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Even Volition is saying no.
Yeah, no.
Cool. I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
By the way, I don't have to do this, but I just thought, I can just smoke a cigarette right in front of him.
Yeah.
To assert my dominance.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
I wasn't even paying attention, but he mentioned our lost gun. Appropriate moment to smoke a cigarette, actually.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I'm not worried. I got this.
Alright, be a badass.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Talk to Kim, or don't panic.
What's this composure challenge?
Don't panic. Don't have great chances. We got a negative because we took the check, but that got negated because we didn't say thanks for it. -2 because the chair is fucking killing us, but that's offset because our ass is iron. So almost a straight composer check with it's just got a -1 total. But we could turn to Kim.
We'll probably fail it. But do we want Kim to know about the gun?
Well, clearly he knows about it now.
Let's just Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Well, that unfortunately didn't help, and we gotta do this check, so...
Alright.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry.
I guess it didn't work.
You're about to cry because you lost your gun.
No,
and
I'm
those
not.
children are gonna
I
shoot
don't
themselves
cry.
with it.
I'm a big man and I'm strong. I'm a cop.
We'll stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Well, keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot, or just go to our safe place in our mind.
I'm going to my safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I wonder if there is Tom Dubois from the Boondocks.
That would be awesome.
What's the most badass response right now? Oh yeah, man. I'm fucking great. Keep sliding.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer
Yeah.
questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
All right. We got a lot of possible questions here.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I'm assuming both of these options lead to the same place.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
How do you feel about doors?
Kim, is that...
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going on top.
Don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weaselching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Well, I had a feeling we're gonna have to make a choice about whether we're gonna do it or not do it.
Yeah, those are the only options left.
We'll do it. We'll do it. Accept the task.
Fantastic, my friend.
We might get the punch.
Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
Well, we did meet. Call me Manana.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
So that's it for that line. Still got 6 other questions we can ask, or just leave.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
I notice the first option is not in quotes, so that would just be asking that to my head.
Well, I can believe that he'd do that. I guess 4.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Could you help me get the dead body down from the tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yeah, the belt thing.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy.
So, Measurehead is going to help us out.
You can find
Jesus.
Luke down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you, now that he's back on his feet.
Well, narrowing the questions down a little bit.
I want to know what's in that container. The magic special container.
My dear Harry, there are millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
1.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Oh. They're gonna make us try and smooth talk it again. That ain't gonna fucking work. Alright, let's just leave.
Alright.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Two, because we're badass.
Yeah, fuck him.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
I think I was going to do something, but I forgot now. So, that's it for Mr. Clare for now. Let's go talk to Measurehead and get that body down. But first...
You're back before the cargo container.
Oh.
It's...
I thought it would open that back up after, I got that prompt.
Until next time, container.
My last playthrough, I was trying constantly to get that thing open, and it never worked. I just want to know what's on the other side.
I bet you it's something stupid.
Do
Filled
not
with
presume
poop
this
balls.
has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I'm assuming number 1.
1.
True.
1.
I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered. A little.
I'm assuming just ask him to get the body down.
Yes, 1.
So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Well,
I guess the question is, do we want
for the union?
No.
That's basically what he's asking, at least
So
temporarily.
The question would be, do we want to, get Kim's opinion, or do we want to just flat deny it? In which case, you know what? I don't need Kim. I ain't doing that. 3.
Fine. Goodbye. Return to your degeneracy.
Well, he's not going to get the body down unless we wait here.
He has to. He was told to.
Well, that's not an option.
Oh, fuck it. Number 1.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Yeah!
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I wish I could see, too.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
See, we could say, too, and have it not be sarcastic.
I'd just say number 1. It's true.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Oh,
The
got the body
corpse
down.
has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
1.
And
That's
what you had
fuck
to
him.
do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Well, we can talk to him more, or we can just leave.
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
Alright. We can engage Measurehead in more dialogue, but you can probably guess how it's going to go. It just gets more and more incomprehensible.
It'll be the equivalent of that guy who used to comment on all the Tool lyric videos.
Yeah.
Just be a normal. It'd just be like a Tool video with like a Tool song, and then. Oh.
Cam, you okay, buddy? Okay, there we go. But yeah, Everett told us to get the key from Manana, so let's do that.
So,
Labor Utopia.
it's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plane. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Oh, let's ask him for the key.
One.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
I guess one.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Well, I'm guessing number 4, we're not really doing this for political reasons from what you said earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, so the none of the above type are you? I get it, I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wailing in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in, this jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Well, ask more about it or just move along.
Let's ask more about it.
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Alright, I think we're done with Manana.
Alright. Well, also, didn't really ask this before, just let me know when you